Welcome to Homeschooling and Life Unfiltered with Court and Jess, where real talk meets real life. Court and Jess are two friends, fellow moms, and business partners who live in different time zones and juggle homeschooling alongside motherhood and entrepreneurship. Jess is a mom of 8 and Court is a mom of 7, and together they're raising 15 kids and navigating the wild, wonderful world of homeschooling, each in completely different ways. Every week, we invite you to pull up a chair for honest conversations, practical tips, and uplifting encouragement. You'll hear from moms across the country who are homeschooling in a way that works best for their families. Whether you're a veteran homeschool mom just getting started or somewhere in between, this is your space to feel seen, supported, and inspired. Because no matter how different our paths may look, we are all in this together. Hi, welcome to Homeschooling and Life Unfiltered with Court and Jess. Today we are talking about traditions, holiday traditions, specifically Christmas, the December holiday. How we do it. How do we do our traditions? What do we do the month? Last episode, we talked all about how we homeschool through the holidays, right? And this week we're going to get into the nitty gritty of what are some of your traditions? What do you do during the holidays? You want to start? There you go.
Yeah, I can start. I am coming from another room today because we had some sun glare issues. And so I apologize for a little bit of mess behind me. This is where my kids do school. And so they've got some DIY cardboard dollhouses back there. So
we can't see it.
Don't judge the mess. All right. So yeah, we have a couple of really fun traditions. I was polling my kids before this to find out what their favorite ones were. But one of the things that I'll start with a tradition that actually my mom did with us, which is really neat. And I can't remember if I mentioned this in that other podcast. I don't think I did in one of our former ones, but I was raised in a large family, and of course I am raising a large family as well. And one of the things I really love to surprise my family and my kids. It's one of my favorite things. Like I love, and I'm not easily surprised myself. So that was just kind of funny, but I just love to do like surprise parties or like surprise outings or surprise gifts or just all kinds of fun things. I love for my kids and my husband to be surprised. And my mom, I think, is kind of the same way. Anyways, when we were kids, she didn't want us to be able to guess what was inside of our presents, right? Because you get them and you shake them and you try to figure out what they are. So she coated the wrapping paper. So she would actually make her own. We made our own wrapping paper at home when we were young with like potato stamps and ink onto white paper. And then we didn't know whose wrapping paper was whose. So we didn't know, there were no names, but somebody had like all the candy cane wrapping paper or so on and so forth. So I have continued that tradition for my family. So up until the day we open presents, which we open one on Christmas Eve, but that is in different wrapping. And so up until Christmas morning, they have no idea which presents are theirs or not. And right before we start opening presents, we guess to see which wrapping paper is whose. And I have like a little cheat board that I have. And so that's super fun. We also do I've learned recently is not something that everybody does, but we open gifts one at a time. So it's very much where I've learned a lot of people open them all at once, which is just fine. That's great for them. But we have one person gets to play Santa. They put on the Santa hat and they pass out the gifts until they get bored. And then the next kid gets a chance to be Santa. And so we do it that way. And we all, by that time, are in Christmas pajamas. So my mother-in-law has a long-standing tradition of giving us Christmas pajamas the night before on Christmas Eve. And so everybody's in their Christmas Eve pajamas that she's purchased for us. So that's kind of how we do that morning. We also do an Advent calendar. So I love Advent calendars. It's just always been something that we've done. And every year I try to do different ones or new ones. Last year we did a really cool one. It was it was a storybook. And so there were stories, you'd read little stories, and it was all about like the Christmas, like the Christmas story from the Bible, right? And you read a little piece of it every day through Advent. And then, of course, the final story on Christmas Eve. And so
Was it like the Jotham's Journey ones? Was it that series? Like there's 5 of them?
No, there was one for every single day. No, it wasn't that serious.
Oh yeah, but it's like a series of like the different. Okay, it's a different one than that.
I think so. Yeah,
Oh.
like you're talking about. That's a brand. Say it
No,
again.
Blossom's Journey is like
Oh,
one book.
got it.
About?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
And there's like Ishtar's Odyssey, and I could be making these
No.
titles up. Tabitha's something, but it's the different kids. It's the same Christmas story, but different perspectives from like different things. And
Got it.
It's the holiday advent.
No, this was much more. No, this was not that. And so, anyways, it was really neat. I really liked it. And then you hang them on the tree, right? They're ornaments. So then you hang the stories on the tree, all the little books that come inside the advent calendar. So that was really neat. Really liked it. That's been by far my favorite one that we've done so far. And then if I have a missionary that's out or a college student, well, they're usually home. But if I have a missionary who's gone, then I send them like one of those. They're kind of junky, right? Like the flat paper advent calendar, and you just open the little flap and it tells part of the Christmas story. So we always try to have that be very centered. Like we don't do where you open the advent calendar and there's candy or anything like that. Again, no judgment to people who do, but we try to keep that as, Bible based or like is more focused on the reason for the season for that piece. And then one fun thing too that we do, we're kind of nerdy in this way, is that everybody except for mom gets a Lego set for Christmas. And so Christmas Day, everybody's building their Lego sets, which I love to watch. I don't love to build Lego sets, which is just fine, but I just love to see my kids doing them. And even my husband gets one and loves them. So that's something special that we do. And we do all like the normal cookie stuff, baking. My mother-in-law, again, I think I've talked about her before and how she's really trained my kids to do really well in the kitchen. And so she does a lot of the cookie preparation with them, and I'll do some, but they have a lot of fun with that. And then we have some, I always try to purchase some of our traditional, like our heritage cookies that would come, like Kroomkaka and can't even think of the name right now, like rosettes and things like that, and lefse. So we'll have some
You're speaking a foreign language right there, all those words.
Oh,
I've never heard of any of those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Norwegian based. Or have like Norwegian roots.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah,
delicious.
They're all really good. And then we typically, my husband and I are both children of divorce. And so we have multiple family gatherings to go to. So we usually see the grandmas on Christmas Eve, and then the grandpa on Christmas Day, and then Christmas later in the day, in the evening, and then first thing in the morning are kind of just our immediate family time, except for we always have the missionaries over from our church during the Christmas Day or Christmas evening meal, just to have them over there and have them over to our house and spend time with them. Let's see. Oh, we always go to see Santa. That's another fun one. Like we've never let go of that. Even so, I have grown kids and we all go and see Santa together and take a picture. So that's kind of a fun. We have this big evolution of these pictures with Santa where they're little babies and they're just screaming, right? Bawling their eyes out as we force Santa to hold the baby or a sibling, up to these, grown teenagers who are, there for this picture with Santa and happy to be there. It's a fun tradition. The other thing that we do, and I wish I had looked up the numbers before we got here, is we have this thing called the Kiwanis Lights show, I guess. So we have a city park, and the Kiwanis Club comes in and they put tens of thousands of lights. And it's a huge draw, and you drive through or walk through. And so we do that every year as well, and bring our hot chocolate or our cider. And then you turn the radio, if you're driving, you turn the radio to a certain station, and it talks all about the efforts to put it together and plays Christmas music and the lights time with the music. But if it's a nice season, we walk it. But Minnesota, sometimes you don't want to get out and walk it, but we have some years. And so that's fun. Sometimes they have sleigh rides and stuff that we'd like to do there as well. And then the last thing that I brainstormed that we do is we love Christmas movies. So actually we just started watching Christmas movies last weekend. It was our first weekend of watching a Christmas movie. And we are not big TV people, and we don't spend a lot of time watching movies. We do like family movie nights every now and then, but this idea that we're going to be watching a Christmas movie every single weekend between now and Christmas, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of movies. But we did a poll about our favorite Christmas movies with all of our kids last week, because I thought, oh, it'd be fun this year to do the countdown of weekends of their favorite movies.
Yeah.
Everybody had the same favorite movie.
Oh,
so it
what is
totally
it?
shot my idea right away. So the favorite Christmas movie for all of them was Elf.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody chose Elf except for Dad chose Christmas Story, and I chose Christmas with the Cranks, which is
I
my
love
favorite.
that one's my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And then my oldest daughter too. She actually was going between Elf and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So
That's Jeremy's favorite.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, so we've got a list. We've got like these, we do shared notes with our teenagers, and so we've all been adding to the Christmas movies that we're going to watch. But we've already, me and the little girls, my little girls that are home, have already kicked off the Christmas watching season with Hallmark movies. So
I was gonna say, what was your first one that you watched?
what was it called? It was one I had never heard of.
Well, they come out with new ones every weekend.
Okay, right? There was supposed to be like on the schedule, it was supposed to be like a Christmas duty or something, like it's about military. I couldn't find it anywhere. Like I have the Hallmark channel on Prime, but I wonder if you have to have like cable Hallmark to be able to watch them as they come out.
So there's two. So there's like, we have it on Prime, the Hallmark channel on Prime.
Yeah.
So you don't have the Hallmark. So I think the one on Prime is like, it's called Hallmark Now, right? Where it's like,
maybe.
And it's not the actual like live show. Like I have Friendly. It's FRNDLY, and I purely subscribe to it so that I have the Hallmark channel for the holidays. It's Hallmark, and then I get Hallmark and Mysteries, so you get both of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, you get them, but there's literally a new movie every Friday and Saturday. It started in like the middle of October. It's insane. Yeah. Nobody can watch that many movies.
I found that list. That's exactly. So I'm like, oh, I saw that it started early, and I said, oh, no problem. We'll just jump into where we're at. And that movie, we looked at the trailer. It looked really good. We just couldn't find it. So we watched one about a princess who went to a dude ranch from her childhood or something like that.
I wonder if that's why. I wonder if the Hallmark on Prime is that like Hallmark, because it's like called Hallmark Now, I think.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, like the cheap version of Hallmark. So
yeah,
I'll have to. That's good to know, because I was bummed out that we wouldn't be able to follow the Hallmark list. So that's good. But that's really all that I came up with. Yeah, so I'm sure there's many that I'm forgetting, but those are kind of the ones that stick out to us.
Okay, so I do the same thing with the wrapping paper. Like I've changed it a few times, but like we've done it where each kid has its own wrapping paper. But now like we do the last, I don't know, probably the last 10 years, I've done want, wear, need, read. So there's just 4 categories. And then each category gets a wrapping paper, but then they're not marked, right? So everybody's reads are in there, and I'll normally put like a number underneath in a corner because
I was gonna say, how do you keep track?
Yeah, because I forget like who, and we open them, like everybody opens their reads and everybody opens their wants like at the same time. Like I mean one at a time, but like we go through that whole category. Like we only pass out one at a time, like in a category. So that's how we do it for that. I thought that was funny because we totally do that. So I'm crazy. I will fully own that. And every single new son-in-law that has joined our family is like, really? That's what you do at Christmas? Okay, so we do a Christmas activity advent, meaning every single day for the entire month, we do something. And we're talking, so I've been like brainstorming like the list because it changes. Like as they've changed, they grow older. And then I opened up my Christmas school binder and like I found one from like years past. And some of them are, simple things like we make reindeer pancakes for breakfast, or we have a huge gingerbread house competition. Like we pair up into teams, like it's hardcore, and they're really good gingerbread houses. And I always buy the kits at the end of the season, like on clearance, and they sit in my hope chest, right? Because nobody eats them. Sorry, somebody just pulled up in front of my house. So we don't eat them. So I mean, but it's like hardcore. We pull and we put it on social media, and like everyone votes, and we have it's like a hardcore competition. So we do that. And so it's funny because I have a daughter that's gone right now, and she doesn't get back until like the week for Christmas. And so I was like, okay, what do you want us to make sure that we save for you? And she was like, the gingerbread house competition, because it'll be Porter's first year, like, because she's engaged, she's getting married in January. So it's his first year to experience Christmas in the Schloss house. It's a little bit nuts. I'll fully own it. But we do the Christmas movies, but we like step it up. So we do elf spaghetti, like spaghetti night, like elf spaghetti night, because like he eats spaghetti with syrup.
Yeah.
We don't put syrup on it. I do have kids that randomly do that, but we'll do like a whole elf night. So we'll have elf desserts and elf drinks, and like we always have soda, because like he drinks the soda and burps his alphabet or whatever. We'll do roast beast for Grinch, so we have like a big roast dinner for Grinch. We do like Home Alone, and we'll do pizza, like just things like that, like everyone picks. So we do a few themed nights for dinners, like, and those are like big Christmas movie nights, but we watch lots of Christmas movies throughout the season. We have things like, I know that we have like our book club, we have like a holiday party. So we go to a party. It's our holiday book club party. It's like, so sometimes it's things that we're doing anyways, but it's that activity, right? It's a holiday activity. We always decorate sugar cookies. We'll go look at Christmas lights. We do I'm totally going to butcher the name of it. It's like Jaboka Flood. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
So it's the, oh shoot. Okay, now I'm going to look it up so that I don't say it all wrong really fast. I'm going to pull it up. It's like a Swedish or a Denmark holiday. Give me 3 seconds and I will just pull it up for you. So that way we can I don't want to butcher it, because it's so good. Like, you want to know about it and you're going to want to do it. I guarantee it.
Okay. I love it.
Okay. I will look it up while I'll see if I can talk.
You look it up quick. I thought of one thing I'll share.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Okay. So we discovered 2 years ago now, I think 3 years ago, our town does a Christmas lights competition. So you can go on and they give you a list of addresses and a map, and you can go and vote, which is really fun. But last year, Courtney, we went, right? So we did it the first year. It was super fun. And they have another component where you can like name a snowplow. That's through the state. So you submit a fun name for a snowplow. Anyways, so last year we went though, because the first year was so great. And then last year we're like, half of these houses aren't even doing anything this year. I pulled an old year.
The wrong list.
We got through the whole thing. I was so bummed. And maybe only a quarter of the houses were actually decorated.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I love it. Okay.
For this year. Okay,
it's Jólaboka Flood. Okay, it's an Icelandic tradition where they would give it's a Christmas Eve book flood. So like there was seasons where like nothing could get into Iceland, and all they had were publishing houses for books. Like they publish a lot of books there. And so the publishing house used it as like let's gift books for Christmas. And so it's a Yule book flood. The tradition includes the gift giving of books on Christmas Eve, followed by an evening spent reading, like with hot chocolate and stuff. So we do that on one of the days. We don't do it on Christmas Eve because like our Christmas Eve is like a family thing, but we'll do it on a Saturday. And so last year we all went out to brunch, which we don't ever do like with all of our kids. Like we have too many kids, but we went out to brunch, and then we went to Barnes and Noble, and everybody got to pick a book. And then we went home and read and made hot chocolate, and it was so fun. And so the big kids are like, oh, let's do that one again. So that one is so fun. You're muted.
I was going to say, yeah, brunch and a new book.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's like Jolabokaflod, but it says Jólaboka Flood. I don't know. It's like this crazy word. Anyway, so that's a fun one to do.
Yeah.
We'll do like a pajama movie marathon when it gets close to Christmas, like when we're like not doing school anymore, especially because Christmas is on a Thursday or Friday this year.
Yeah.
So one of those days when we're not doing school and we just had to have a week of like randomness, everybody wears their pajamas and we just watch all the Christmas movies we haven't had a chance to watch yet. We do a family present day. And so this year, my kids aren't probably going to listen to this, so I can tell you what it is. But like this year, like we had like a double Belgian waffle iron. Ours broke and it's been like a year and we haven't had it. So that's going to be like our family gift. And then we're going to make waffles for dinner that night. So it doesn't, sometimes there are things like, we're going to make snowflakes, or we're going, like paper snowflakes, or I have all these things where I pulled them out. Like this one's a fun one to add to like family school, but this is our activity. It's a roll a story. So you roll a number and you get your character and you get your setting and your place and you like fill it out. And like, that's going to be our language arts, but that's our activity today. And then we'll probably share them at dinner, like when Dad's home. Right.
Oh, fun.
So it doesn't have to be like these big extravagant things, right? It can be as simple as we're going to make ornaments. Like we're going to watercolor ornaments. We're going to play this like a math game. And this one is like a reindeer race. You start at 1, you roll the dice and you move up the spaces 1 and 1, like you're adding to get to 20, or you can multiply, or you know what I mean? Like it doesn't always have to be like, we're not going somewhere. When the kids were little, it'd be like paint their toes or, you know, make cinnamon or go get donuts for breakfast.
Right.
You know, and dad can do that before he leaves from work. And then I don't even have to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'll go to grandma's house for dinner, go look at Christmas lights. St. Nicholas Day is an easy one, right? Where they put their shoes out by the fireplace and you put their coins. That's, you know, it's like little things like that. So it doesn't have to be like big things. And it's just whoever's home participates, right? Not everybody participates in everything, because sometimes we do things during the day when big kids are gone, or we try to plan like the bigger ones that everybody wants to be here on a night, you know, like on a Saturday, Sunday, or a Monday night that we know they can be, right?
That's been the hardest part for me with grown kids, is accepting that aren't going to be a part of everything. Like starting even just these movie nights before my daughter's home from school was really, it was tough for me.
Yeah. But you do, like, it was hard. Right? Yeah.
But you have to for your younger kids. That's what I'm realizing.
Yeah. I've found the same for like vacations, like everything. Like I
can't even talk about vacations right now. We've taken a couple without all of our kids, and I'm sad the whole time. Yeah. And I've got to figure out a way to snap out of it.
You have to embrace it because your little kids need it, right? Like we can't, it's just not possible for everybody, but it's super interesting and fun. Like, I mean, now that Sydney is married, last year, she was married during this, they're like, okay, what's the calendar? And they're like, okay, like, and they come to
a priority.
Yeah. Like even the first year, Rex thought we were all bat crazy nuts. And he was like, what is happening? Like, this is intense. Like, it's a lot. You guys, it is a lot to do all every day, like something. And even by Christmas, I'm just like, like, I was so fun, but oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
I don't know how you do it. I'm exhausted just hearing about all.
I know. And so I have been looking at, so as I was making the list, it's funny how things have like, you know, changed. And I'm like, well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now, like our schedule, we're gone. Not like the kids are gone, like the little kids, like they have skateboarding and gymnastics, and then everyone has church on Wednesday, and then Grady has parkour and the kids have choir on Thursday. So those nights we're like literally not home after dinner. And so I'm like, well, those 3 days are going to be like, we're going to add it to Christmas school. Like whatever we do, like we're going to make snowflakes, or we might have donuts for breakfast, or something that's going to happen like in the early day. Like the big kids aren't going to be there for that. And that's okay. But we'll plan something like either Friday or Saturday. I normally pick one because we'll go on a date one night, and then we'll have one night be like, normally that's when we do those big dinner movies, you know, family movie nights. And then Sunday we'll have some kind of big thing because we do a big family dinner. And then Mondays is our family night, where we do something as a family every Monday night anyways. And we've been Grady had skateboarding on Mondays or parkour or something, and we just switched it. Like they finally just switched it. So I was like, yes, we have our Monday nights back, because it's been a good couple months that we haven't done it. I was like, we need to bring Monday nights back.
Yeah. It's hard when they're scheduled all over the place. We try to do that, like a family night, a family home evening night. And it's hard. And sometimes it's on a Friday and sometimes it's on a Sunday. Like we flex it depending on where we're at with sports seasons and things like that.
It's hard. This is the first time it's ever happened to us where we've had kids doing sports in the evenings. And I was like, oh, I don't like it. It's messy. But anyway, so it's called a Christmas activity advent. So I have to tell you a funny story though. So when I very first started, I've been doing this now since Cindy was little. Like the kids Rory is 14 and she was probably a baby the first year I did it, because she was born in November. So it probably was that was the first year. Okay. So I saw this somewhere, probably Pinterest, a magazine. I have no idea where it came from, but we had like paper stockings, like colorful, cute little card stockings, all hung in a row on a ribbon, like with a paper or a clothespin. So like that's how it was. And it was every day we'd turn one over. Okay. The first year I just picked a bunch of activities and we just hung them up willy-nilly and we turned one over. So I never knew what was happening that day. That was like the stupidest thing Courtney has ever done. Oh my gosh. Every day I was like, oh, we have to go do that today. Like, cause I had a baby. She was little. Like I had a newborn baby and 4 other kids. Anyway, so I did that one year and didn't do that. And then I got a little smarter and I would like preview ahead of time, and then I would like move them around, like when they were sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like before, cause we would turn it over every morning.
Yeah.
And so then the next year I put them in order. I numbered them and then I put them in order. So I would look at a calendar and be like, okay, these are the days that I know we would, or these are the things we're doing, or, you know what I mean? Like I would line it out. And now I'm too lazy and I don't put up the stockings anymore. Now we just like literally put it on a calendar and I hang it on the fridge, and it's not a surprise every day what we're doing.
but that's okay. Like, it's
It's
still
so
super fun.
fun.
It's still the memories. And I always ask the kids, like, okay, what do you want to do this year? Do you want to do something new? Or it's funny the things that they always like making paper snowflakes. To me, that is something that, like, they're all old, like we don't do that anymore. But they always are like, oh yeah, let's make paper snowflakes. I know, but they're really cool paper snowflakes now. They've come a long way from what they were when they were little. But
that's the best, I think, when you put all this time and effort and work into these activities, like when your kids are excited about them, right? And it was fun for me even today as we were preparing for this, asking, hey, what are your favorite Christmas and holiday traditions, and to see them be excited still. And so,
yeah. The one other one that I asked, because Lainey was just here, she just left, and I was like, what else do you want? And she wanted us to save Shepherd's dinner. It's probably one of my favorite things that we do. And it's, you do a Shepherd's dinner. So like, kind of like a, we do like potato soup and bread and cheese and nuts. And I mean, they probably didn't have potato soup like the shepherds in the fields, but like that kind of like rustic-y dinner. Yeah. And it's all by candlelight and Christmas lights. So all the lights in the house are go off. We just light some candles. We have the white lights on the Christmas tree. And so we have this whole dinner, and then we act out the nativity and dress up, and like we read the Christmas story. And we normally do it the Sunday before Christmas.
Okay.
That's normally like our Sunday before Christmas tradition. And that's the fun one, because it's just interesting to see, like, what do the big kids like? You know what I mean? What do the adult children, what does she want to make sure we save? And so that was one of the other ones. She was like, I want to make sure we do shepherd's dinner. And I was like, okay, like that's easy.
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't know. It's so fun, but it's a crazy month. It starts December 1st and it goes through December 24th. I mean, December 24th is opening gift. So like Christmas Eve is an easy one, right? We open, we go to my in-laws. So we do like Christmas Eve with Jeremy's mom, Christmas morning at our house, and Jeremy's dad comes to that because his parents are divorced as well.
Yeah.
So his dad comes to that, and then we normally, this is something new. I'm actually going to get ideas. I want ideas from everybody, but normally we would go to my mom's for lunch, like in the afternoon, but we decided that we are going to do, growing up, my family, like my Nana would come to Arizona. She like was a snowbird, and we would always do Christmas with her house on Christmas Day. But then the day after Christmas, we did Christmas again, because that's when all the cousins came. So like all the relatives that came from out of town would come the day after Christmas. And so we've decided, especially with now that like Sydney has a baby and there's just too many Christmases, like she can't go to everything, right? No. And so I was like, well, why don't we start the day after Christmas tradition like we always did with Nana? I'm like, I loved that, getting Christmas twice, and it was just a little more chill, right? And so my mom's like, so we're gonna try that this year. So we have Christmas morning, like we're gonna like Jeremy's mom, dad will come over, but then we are not leaving the house the rest of Christmas Day. We have the whole day at home.
That is so.
I'm like, I don't even know what we're going to do. Like, we're going to have to come up with new traditions. And what do we want to do? And then we're going to go to my mom's house the next day on Christmas. I don't know. We were trying to figure out what to call it. Second Christmas.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Anyways, and so we're going to do Christmas with the cousins, and everybody will come. So it'll be interesting to see like how it rolls out. So this is a new year. We're trying something new.
So it's so funny that you say that. I'm always shocked by how similar we are in so many ways. So when I was growing up, my grandparents always, rented hotel rooms at this water park hotel that was kind of central to everybody spread out in Minnesota. So the weekend between Christmas and New Year's, all the cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody would come, and we would have a Christmas there. Like, it started off with gifts, and then as the years went by and the families got bigger, and, grandparents were, just circumstances were changing and things like that, and aging, we stopped doing gifts, but we kept gathering. And then we stopped. And now my cousin and I, are restarting the tradition. So this year, all of the cousins, well, as many that can, right, are going to come back together, and aunts and uncles, because we all have kids now. And we're going to start doing that weekend at the water park hotel.
So fun. I love that.
But then nobody has to host.
Yeah.
And it's always the same. It's the weekend between the two holidays. It's kind of a central location, everybody. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it catches on and lots of people come.
What do you do if Christmas like lands on a weekend?
So if a Christmas lands on a weekend, then I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah. We won't do it we probably would just do it the next weekend.
Right. Because think about next year, it's on Saturday, right?
Right. Yeah, it is.
That means Christmas and New Year's are both on a weekend, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm just curious. I love that idea. I'm like, now that I have a big, I have a big family, and we're going to grow, and we're going to have, kids are getting married, and we're going to have grandkids and all the things. I'm like, I want to start some of our own traditions. Like, what do we want to do? I love that idea though.
Yeah. So so we'll have to play it by ear. And I don't remember what we did when that kind of thing happened when we were younger, but it was just always super fun. And then we always took a group photo. So my grandparents have like a bunch of photos of all the different Christmas years. I think actually the last year we did it was when I was 18.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been just a minute since we've done it.
Second.
So yeah. So fun.
8 kids ago.
Fun. What's that? 8 kids ago. Yeah, for sure. That's right. Well, I loved hearing all of yours. There was one that you said that really struck me like, oh, I really want to do that. I'm going to have to re-listen to our podcast to find out.
There we go.
But your shepherd's dinner was really neat. I really like that one too. And it was the activity Advent, but I cannot commit in the same way. Maybe we'll do like one activity a week.
It's actually so fun. Like, it really isn't.
It sounds
we
fun.
plan it around your schedule, right? Like, it doesn't totally disrupt everything. I plan it around like when I know like our energy levels are low, like those are gonna be movie days, or I don't know. It's fun.
I'll have to look at it. You'll have to send me a copy of what you should post that. We should link it to for the show of what your activities are.
My calendar, my activity this year. I know I need to sit down. I just was literally like in my spare time have been like writing down ideas and like asking the kids like, what do we want to do this year? So one of my goals this month is to do some kind of holiday prep every single day. Like, just to be kind of stay in front of it. Yeah. So like, look, you want to see something crazy? I know, you guys, I'm nuts. I'm Christmas crazy. My house one is decorated already.
I was just going to say, you should have filmed in the room that I saw you in earlier with the huge Christmas tree behind you.
I should have, because nobody's here. I'm home all by myself. Yeah. It never happens. But look, Christmas cards, I already got them.
My goodness. Okay. I was literally, when we were preparing for this meeting, I was thinking, I guarantee that you are either done or close to done with your Christmas cards.
Well, okay. I don't normally do them that early, but Lainey was only here this weekend, right? And we were waiting for West. Oh, you guys, I had a grandbaby. For those yes, I'm a grandma now. So I had a grandbaby last Tuesday, actually. So we were waiting for Wes to be born. And then Lainey was here for the weekend. So I was like, we have to take our Christmas card picture because she's not coming back until like right before Christmas. And so we took the Christmas card picture. And then my mom was like, hey, have you ordered your Christmas cards? And I was like, no, I haven't ordered my Christmas cards. I took the picture today. You were here. You took the picture for us. And she's like, oh, well, Walgreens has like the 60% off deal on cards right this second. So I went on and I just ordered. I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. And so it saved me so much money. Anyway, so that's the only reason I have my Christmas cards, was because I love a good deal.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, we almost exclusively order like graduation cards and things like that from, well, sometimes Shutterfly or Walgreens, because you can get those great sales with like 60% off.
I've never ordered at Walgreens before for pictures, but
they turn out Walgreens a couple
literally times. It went from 60% is a lot of money on Christmas cards.
Yeah. It is. So one fun thing before we wrap up that I'll tell you that we're going to do this year, that's a surprise for the grandparents. So I have been doing some deep cleaning, right, of boxes of things I've saved for years that no longer need to be saved. And I found a complete set of Christmas cards from when I only had 3 kids. So envelopes, cards, it's brand new in the plastic. They must not have used them all. And so we're going to send those out to all of our kids who don't live at home. And so 3 kids and then all of the grandparents. And if we have enough, maybe some of the aunts and uncles. So they'll get our Christmas card, our first one, and it'll be the one that was from 2008.
Oh, that's so funny.
2008.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it.
Fun.
That's awesome. All right. It was so fun. I love to hear the traditions. You guys, I'd love to hear yours. So make sure you, like, comment, and share for us. But let us know what your favorite traditions are, or something that you learned from us that you're like, oh, I want to do that.
Love it.
All right. Thanks, everybody.